It's the MECCAMORPHOSIS Metamorphosis. I don't know why I'm upstairs. I should be downstairs ignoring all my responsibilities. But I'm here because I wanted to talk about this really quickly. Because it made me real sad thinking about it, because I feel like none of my art friends think I love them as much as I do love them. And it just made me a little insecure about like just relationships. So in the past 4 months, 5 months, longer than that, I have been extremely introverted. I don't go to events as much as I used to, mainly because of money, but also because my social battery has just shrunk down so much. And I think it's because just a lot of things have been going on with me, spiritually, me emotionally, all that stuff. And I'm trying to get back into going out more, creating more relationships with people that are in my artist community. But it's been difficult because I don't leave my house unless I'm making money, and that's not a bad thing. It's just not the best. It doesn't feel like a healthy idea for me, but I'm and so because like before I went into this shell of mine, I used to be like, you couldn't keep me in the house. Basically, I would be up, down, all around Baltimore. And I think that having that type of vibe and having that type of perseverance is what helped me in the beginning of my career in the first place, on top of being good and meeting people, making friends. Most people don't even know why they're friends with me, because I pop up in your life and I just be like, hey, I'm here, we're friends now, what's good? I do feel very comfortable in this new mode that I am in, but I had to still figure out ways how to push, I still had to push through it, because it's like I still have to be an artist. I still have to be out on, that foot grind, that visual grind. Gotta be out, like having people see me and stuff. So I decided to work in a different way when it comes to connecting and networking. And it works for me. It works for me. How I did that is, when people have projects and they're looking for people to help, cast in and fill in, be in the visuals and stuff like that, I'd be like, hey, I could do that. That doesn't involve being around too many people. It doesn't involve me having to be out for hours at a time. And it's like, you get to go meet whatever artist is creating the project, and you just get to hang out with them and see their creative mind and ask them questions, stuff like that. And I love doing that. I love being a part of people's events as well, because it's like, I hope it doesn't sound opportunistic, but I mean, that's the whole purpose of networking anyway. So it's like, somebody need me to host a show, I'll come host the show, because it's like, okay, this is me being able to use my talent, may possibly get some money, and also meet people at the same time. So being able to still use that opportunity to like multitask. So I'm still like out in the event, I'm working, but I'm also creating relationships. Is it always the most? So the only thing is, it a lot of the time with stuff like that, you are spending time being you still using your talent, but it's most of the time it's not paid for. But you're taking that opportunity to go meet somebody, and go see what they're about and see what they're creating. Basically, I like to do that. It's been, because I just haven't wanted to go out. Like, I don't. I just don't. So another thing I do to still stay connected with like places that I have been and people that I do know already is like, if they have a flyer out, I'll share their flyer, and I'll share their music and their projects, and tell other people about it, so they know that I still care about them and very much care about our artistic relationship as well. Because I don't, that's my only fear, because it's like I love a lot of people in my community, and but like I'm not that close to all of them enough to be like, yo, I'm really going through something right now, and I it's hard for me to go out, it's hard for me to, you know, really just share more energy than I can. So I'm sharing it in the smallest increments that I can possibly do. And that's not even a small thing, because I bet if a lot more friends who cared that much, where it's just like, man, I can't even make it, but I'll share your flyer though, that shows a lot of support and a lot of love. And I think a lot more people should just do that anyway, even if they are more extroverted or introverted, or if they're going to the event, and if they're not going to the event. Other ways I've figured out how to be an introvert and still be on my grind: continuously sharing product, online digital content. So, you know, sharing a poem every now and then, sharing a video every now and then, being a digital presence. And you know, you can sell product online, everybody knows that, but there are things that you can share about yourself, and things that you like YouTube. I do YouTube videos sometimes. I started doing YouTube videos because I know I wasn't leaving the house. That's why I was like, I can't leave the house, so how can I be a part of my friends' lives and be a part of the world still, and still stay in my house? YouTube, right? So it's been quite a blessing to find all of these things, because I know I just don't have it in me right now. But it doesn't stop the fact that if you are somebody who's working hard to be up there and be up there on your art, on the artist, on being up there on the scale artistically, you gotta continuously push through those things where it's like, okay, if I can't do this thing, then how can I still create the same effect where I am still being noticed, still being pushed forward in the conversation? And yeah, so that's basically all I have about that right now. I had to talk about it because I have to continuously reassure myself that it's okay to be in this state, and it's okay. Nobody's mad at me, basically, and nobody will be mad at you. But it is still your responsibility to work hard. It's still your responsibility to push your product, your craft forward. You know, being in the house is great. I love it. It's been awesome. Like me keeping my little pom-poms in and my braids, and I don't gotta show out for nobody. I don't have to get dressed. I don't have to spend that much money anymore. So it's been awesome being an introvert and still being an artist. And I think what it's helped me do is figure out more ways to push myself and focus and not be lazy, whether I'm in the house or I'm out the house. You know what I mean? So that's really all I have for today, and I hope this video helps anybody. It really just was a reminder to myself that everything's gonna be fine, and not to have that idea that people are going to forget you because you're just taking a back seat. Because I'm working on a lot of projects right now, actually. And I enjoy the fact that I'm giving myself time to really hone in and work out the inner workings of those projects. So that way when I'm ready to bust out, y'all not ready for me. Y'all not ready. I hope they help you with your building blocks of being an introvert and being an artist and taking some time for yourself. And please let me know some ways that you do this. You become like the way that you still connect with the world with your art and still keep to yourself, because I think that's a beautiful thing. And don't let nobody tell you otherwise. I feel like people look at Black women artists and be like, oh, yeah, they have to be the life of the party and stuff like that. Like, sometimes, man, it's just not like that. It just really isn't. So that's all I have to say about that. It's time for me to get back into my introverted ways and go take a nap somewhere. So don't forget, you can follow me everywhere but my house at Mechamorphosis. Also, subscribe, and I don't love you, but I like you strongly, okay? So like this video. Alright, bye. Thinking about leaving the house, what the hell? I'm working on not looking crusty in my videos. I really am.